Hey guys, it's Poochie. Today we're going to look into what's sold on eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. We're going to pull stuff from the warehouse that sold with Justin and Betsy. And we're also going to talk about marbles. I have lost mine, but there is a big problem with a marble that someone sold on eBay. The buyer's not happy. The marble community is not happy. We're going to get into that and my suggestions as a almost 27-year seller on eBay about how to avoid problems like this. So let's get into it. We're going to talk about what sold on eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. More has actually been selling on Poshmark lately than eBay, which is shocking. But eBay sales are up because I have been tweaking things a little bit here and there to get them to speed up. So they're going to pull some orders. We're going to see what sold. But also this marble thing, it's like Marblegate. So what happened, I'm going to read this to you. Marble collectors, some collectors are really particular about what they collect, the condition, and if you don't know everything about, say, marbles, then they can get really upset about an item that they may buy from you. So this person said they sold the item. This is from a Facebook group that I'm in, by the way. I received this message earlier about a marble. I don't know how to respond or if I should help. You should always respond to messages from your buyers. Always. Unless they're just harassing you and it's getting brutal, and then you turn them into eBay and you block them if you have to. The buyer said, "Hello, I have to say I'm disappointed because your description said vintage, but it didn't say anything about being polished. And it definitely has been polished a fair amount. If I had known this, I would have only paid about half of what I paid." Oh man, so as a seller, you never want to hear that. And typically I wouldn't have even bid as I don't buy polished marbles, though it is a nice looking marble. So what is this buyer saying? Well, to me, it's saying they want a partial refund because, hey, you said this, but you didn't say this, and I don't collect these, and I would have only paid about this. So that's the key. If I had known this, I would have only paid blah, blah, blah. Okay. So if she sold this at an auction, there was another person interested in the marble who bid just below them. So technically what this buyer would have paid doesn't really matter because the person who was bidding against them paid just below. So that sets the market value for this marble, if it was an auction, at what it sold. And they did say bid. Typically, I wouldn't have even bid. So that to me tells me it's an auction, unless they're confused and they mean purchased. But let's get into this more. How do you deal with buyers who are not happy with what they have purchased from you and they want a partial refund? I mean, this person definitely sounds like they want a partial refund. So let's talk about it, and I'll tell you what I think. And I've been selling on eBay, like I said, for over 26 years, almost 27 years. So I'll tell you what I think this person should do, and we'll hear some other comments also. But in the meantime, let's see what sold. Betsy and Justin, pull some sales.
Hello, everyone. We are here with Justin to do another What Sold video. So the first thing is on Poshmark. It's in box I-5. The number's 5871. And they are straight leg, flat front pull-on pants. We sold them on Poshmark for $19 plus shipping. They're kind of a sage green color. Yeah. And these, I think we got these from a thrift store. I am not sure though. I think from a thrift store. Nice. They look like suede. Then the next one is a pair of boots. They're in box 528. They're Lacrosse Aero Timber boots. And they sold on Poshmark for $40 plus shipping. Oh. They're bigger boot. They're like duck boots, you know?
These ones?
No, they have kind of like a rubber on the top, like rubber boots. Yep. Do those say lacrosse?
Yep.
Yep, those are it.
Right.
Yep. And then another pair of shoes sold there in box 531. They are tan. Man, I did not print the paper that says what they are. These sold on Mercari for $20 plus shipping. They're like tan and then cutouts, kind of like sandals. In box 531.
There's some sandals right here. But...
Yeah, those are it.
Oh, these are it?
Yep.
I don't know what the other one's at. I'll find it.
Okay. Yeah, those are it.
Okay.
Yeah, these ones, they sold for $20 plus shipping on Mercari. And then the next item is in box 612. Right here.
Oh, yeah.
And it is the, it's a sugar skull blanket. So we got these last year at ASD Market Week in Vegas. It's the sugar skull one, so it's black. Yep. Yeah, is that it? No.
Crossbones.
No. All the blankets in there. Yeah, that's it. Yep.
You want me to?
No, you don't have to open it. And that's sold on Poshmark for $20 plus shipping. And then we have box DW.
Sorry.
You're fine. How'd you get it in there? Okay, DW 5074. It is a Harley Davidson V-neck shirt. $5074 is the number. It is a Harley Davidson V-neck 4th zip, like it has that half zip in the front. And we sold it on Mercari for $21 plus shipping. That's it. Can I see the other side? Yep. Cool. All right. That's that one.
Okay, so we're back into this marble sale, Marblegate. I'm going to read you some of the comments now of what people have said. So basically, to summarize, I think this buyer, the seller was not extremely knowledgeable on marbles, and that's fine. You can still sell something and not be extremely knowledgeable. I've been doing it for, you know, over 30 years. But the buyer was like not happy, and I would have only bid half of this. So it sounds like they want a partial refund. So one of the people that commented, I have sold a lot of antique German marbles, stating that it's polished is very important. The buyer is accurate. The price is actually half or less than half. Just say you're sorry, you didn't know, and do a refund. Shipping is cheap, then relist it accurately. And the seller says, I provided a ton of pictures of every angle. Usually pictures protect you, but not always. There should be no reason why it couldn't have been seen if that is the case. I don't know what polished means, but I'd imagine someone that collects them would know what to look for. Well, a lot of times, I mean, you're talking about a marble, okay? It's a 2-inch marble, it's a shooter marble, but it's still a marble. So even if you take extremely good, extremely close-up pictures, sometimes there are things you can only see when an item is in your possession, in your hand. And that's true for coins. I'll give it as an example. Some coins look very shiny when they're mint, and some coins look very shiny when they're polished. And sometimes you can only tell, like on a silver coin or a gold coin, if you have it in your hand, you can put a loop under it and you can get in and see those tiny little marks that polishing will leave. So what do you think the seller should do? I'm going to get into that. I don't think the seller did anything wrong. I'll say that first of all. I don't think the seller did anything wrong. But you never want to just ignore a buyer. You always want to answer them and try to work the situation out. That's what customer service is all about. And customer service on eBay and in every business and in life is very important. So let's check out some more stuff that sold with Betsy and Justin in the warehouse. See how much we made on it. And then we'll get back into this and I'll give you my opinion of what this seller should do.
Then in box DS, we have, it's not numbered. It's just a white Harley Davidson museum long sleeve t-shirt in box DS. And we sold it on eBay for $28.99 plus shipping. It's a white long sleeve Harley shirt.
This one?
Yep.
Yeah.
$28.99 plus shipping. Then in box 104, we sold a Duluth Trading Company blue V-neck t-shirt. It's 104.5398. I don't know how you see through your hair. This is the angle, there's just hair.
Try.
5398.
Oh, 5'3". Okay.
Yeah, blue. 5398. It's blue. And we sold it for $9 plus shipping. Just blue. Nice. Okay. And then box 133. The number is 1575. And it is a New England Patriots Tom Brady number 12 football jersey. It is red football jersey. 1575 is the number on it. And this one we sold on eBay for $40 plus shipping. Yep. And then the next item is in box BR 4205. And it is black Wrangler straight leg pants. And we sold these on eBay for $22 plus shipping. And then in box S5 is the next one. Man, that bag is getting full. Look at that.
Yeah, S5 is at home.
Oh, okay. Well, box DO 4934. It is a Metallica Stage Right t-shirt. It's black with a design on the front. 4934. And we sold this on eBay for $35 plus shipping. That's a cool shirt. Nice.
So back into Marblegate, another person says, that's exactly why in all my descriptions I write, quote, I am in no way a collector, so please ask any questions if I have left any information out, end quote. That is a really, 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 really good suggestion. So when you have something, anything, even if you think, hey, I drink a lot of coffee. I know a lot about coffee mugs. I know a lot about coffee mugs because I have a lot and I know a lot about them. So you should always protect yourself when you're selling things, and that means that put the responsibility on the buyer to you provide the information. This is a kind of ovalish coffee cup. It's from someplace in Hawaii, which it is. You can't tell anymore because it's so rubbed off, but please see photos to judge condition. I'm not an expert, so please ask any questions that you have, especially if it's a collectible like marbles. I'm not an expert, so please ask any questions that you may have. I'm more than happy to answer them. Okay, that's a way of protecting yourself as a seller. You're identifying that you are not an expert. You are telling the person who considers them an expert or is interested in buying this, hey, I'm not an expert. This is what I see. This is what I think. If you have specific questions, please ask them. I'm happy to answer them. That is the exact way to to sell things when you aren't really an expert with them. I have one more suggestion that we'll get to in a minute and we'll wrap this up, but let's check out some more stuff that sold with Betsy and Justin in the warehouse. And oh my God, stuff is selling. Yay! Hallelujah.
Next item is in box FR 5979. And it is Danskin Now black pants. 5979 black pants. And we sold it on eBay for $10.99 plus shipping. Nice. Okay. And then G6 2694 G6. Oh, sorry. This is a Patagonia full zip quilted outdoor jacket. 2694 is the number. And we sold it on eBay for $32 plus shipping. Yep. And then the next one is in box C5. The number's 2349. Excuse me, goodness. And it's a light red shirt. It's a Kokomo woman's long sleeve front button shirt. And we sold it on eBay for $23.98 plus shipping.
You want me to take it out of the bag?
No, that's fine. And then we have EO 5204. And it is a red t-shirt, just my style. It is a floral top. And we sold that on eBay for $11.99 plus shipping. Yep. Cool. And then the last item we have is in box GD. Oh, it's right there.
Okay.
Right there.
Oh.
And this is St. Augustine, Florida. Navy blue, I think sweatshirt or t-shirt?
6083.
Yeah. Sweatshirt. And that sold on Poshmark for $22 plus shipping. And that is it for today. Thank you.
Stuff is selling. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, hallelujah. eBay sales have picked up. There's been a lot of stuff I've been doing. I've bumped up our promoted listings a little bit. I have been ending items and selling similar, which is a trick that a lot of people do. I have been doing markdown manager, sales, coupons, a lot of different things. I've been going in and optimizing photos. There's a lot I've been doing. So thank God sales are picking up. Let's get back to Marblegate, this whole marble thing. So the picture of the marble was taken, the marble was in the seller's hand. And this is something we can all learn from, okay? If we ever sell marbles, okay, which, you know, I have marbles listed for sale right now. If you're a picker, you may someday find marbles and go, For the record, if you ever see a marble for sale and the photos show it in the seller's hand, just assume they are not an expert seller in the marble world. That is considered taboo. So if you have a marble and you're selling the marble, photograph it on something looking nice. If you want to get a photo where it shows the size of the marble, what I've always done with small items, I use a coin because everyone knows like how big a penny is. So not in your main photo, but if your second and third photo, you photograph it next to a penny or a quarter. If it's a larger item and you want to do that, photograph it next to a can of soda because everybody knows how big a soda can is. It's just something where you can show people easily the size of the item so they get an actual idea. It's easy to say, you know, it's 2 inches, but you don't really know how big a 2-inch marble is until it's photographed next to a quarter. And then you see, oh my God, it's huge. So that is one suggestion. So what to do if you have a buyer like this, if you have a problem like this where the buyer wants, obviously, in my opinion, a partial refund. So you can offer a full refund, okay? You can offer a partial refund if you want. Don't get bullied into doing a partial refund. I very rarely, unless we made a real mistake in the listing, which I don't feel like this one is, I very rarely will do a partial refund. I ask the buyer, I say, we'll give you a full refund. I'll pay to ship it back. No problem. But partial refunds, because a lot of buyers on eBay, I mean, have learned to do that as a scam or a way to get things for less or whatever. So I very rarely will do a partial refund. In fact, probably 99% of my sales, I will not do a partial refund. That's like, just, you know, send it back unless we were at fault completely. The other thing, like the other person said, do a disclaimer in the listing. Say, listen, I'm not an expert. I'm not a collector. View the photos. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. I will answer all photos to the best of my knowledge and ability and as quickly as I possibly can. The other thing is maybe do some research. So if you go to Google's your friend, and you type in marble, you know, marble for sale, and you just look up some of the listings, then you will see how people are listing marbles, how they're photographing marbles. If you go onto eBay, this is an even better idea. If you go onto eBay and you look at marbles, you do an advanced search, you type in marble, do an advanced search, and you look at the top selling marbles on eBay, okay, that sold for the most money, that will give you a real idea of what you should be putting in your listing. Now, it's impossible to do that on all items, but on something where you have the potential to sell it for a lot of money, it's a good idea. The bottom line is customer service means that this person wants a partial refund to me. So what you do is you offer them a full refund and to take the item back. Welcome them, if it's an auction, welcome them to bid on it. When you auction it again for the amount that they would like. But if it was an auction, you had a second buyer who was willing to pay just under what that person paid for it, what your winner paid for it. If it's a store sale and they did a buy it now, it's completely different. But this said bid, the buyer said bid. So that's what I would do. I would do a full refund when the buyer sends the item back. I would even refund their shipping with no problems. It's not worth having a disgruntled customer. I would not give them a partial refund, but that's up to the seller and what they want to do. But you've learned a couple things in this video, right? You've learned never to photograph a marble in your hand. Does my head look like a marble? And you've learned that we don't all know everything about everything. So when you're listing something, especially that's collectible, it's always a good idea to say, listen, I don't know very much about this. If you have questions, blah, 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 I am far from an expert, because then that takes kind of the liability off you. So even if the buyer, there's a much better chance that the buyer isn't going to think that you scammed them. Okay, and that's the main goal, customer service, and you don't want an angry buyer. So that is how I'd handle it. I appreciate you watching Marblegate. I know this video got a little long, but I think it's important to know when you're selling on eBay how to handle disgruntled customers. You don't only need to know how to sell, what to buy, etc., but knowing how to handle angry, disgruntled customers is so important, because negative feedback can kill you on eBay. And that goes for any other platform too. You want happy buyers. You want to work things out with them always. So now this video is done. I'm going to take my marble head and go do some work or go do another video. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And remember to buy low, sell high, partial refunds. Be careful with those, and subscribe. Thanks, everybody.